In this movie, we're going to show you how to create a reference profile, and this is going to be a profile you can use to connect to your base. So the first thing we're going to do is press our Windows Start button, and you're going to go to the Settings menu, Instrument Selection, and then in the Instrument Selection screen, make sure you have it set to GPS, and we're going to click on Configure Reference. Now on the Select GPS Profile screen, you're going to see there's a section here where you can add, delete, or edit your profiles. So I have it set to Reference, and I'm going to add a new one. And I'm going to call this ProPack 2. And then once we've created that profile, we're going to edit it. And then we're going to go to Model and Communication and select the receiver type that we're going to connect to. Now, I had already done a test run through, so it's remembered the last profile I created. So the model I'm going to be using here is a Novotel ProPack. You'll see in this list is where you would select the GPS receiver you're connecting to. Now, this would be the COM port that you've got your data collector connected to on the receiver. In my case, it's COM 1. And then in this section, you specify the parameters on the data collector COM port that you're going to be connecting with. So I'm connecting through COM 1 at a baud rate of 38,400. Now, in the tolerance screen, this is where you can set some tolerances or masks to help you basically use more precise precisions for your solution. So SV mask, this is the amount of satellites you're telling FieldGenius that you want to track. So here it's going to be 5. P-dot mask, you might want to set it lower. 6 is a pretty high value. Elevation mask, I got it set to 10 degrees. And in reference ID, you can specify an ID that this base station is going to broadcast. Next is your antenna height. Depending on the type of receiver you got connected, we'll show you a list here of known antenna heights for that receiver type. So you would select the one that you're going to use, and then you could enter in your measured height, press Update Calculated Height, which will compute a new true height, which will be used to program the receiver with. And then a correction link. This is where you would specify the message type you're using, what COM port the radio is connected to. If you're using a receiver that has an internal radio, in this list here, it would have an item that would say internal radio. Select the baud rate and parameters for the link communication. And then under mode, you can choose different, for this particular receiver, the Novotel, you're going to see there's some different options here we can use, but normally it's going to be set to radio. You can click on Setup, choose the radio type, and what channel you want to use. And then press OK. And that's it for your GPS reference. If you close this out, these settings that we've set for the ProPack are now saved in a DBF file that you can copy to other copies of FieldGenius if you want, just so you don't have to re-enter all that information a second time.